And this is a perfect example of what Google censorship is all about. So now we're going to search my name McMahon, McMan, on a Google search, and we will show you right before your eyes two different search results from Google, so that Google displays different results for the same search result for different people on different browsers, which proves that Google is censoring McMahon, my family name spelled McMan. So in the previous video, and I will bring this up here, in the previous video, we talked about McMahon and that these were the search results, and that all of my websites, McMahon.co is censored, McMahonstore.com is censored, McMahonIP.com is censored, McMahon.biz is censored. So we talked about these results and how on Google is the only search engine that totally censors my websites. When we go over to Bing, I have a business. You see McMahon Consulting and General Services here. And you'll see I own McMahon'sinc.com. So this website shows up in the Bing search results. McMahon.biz, I own that one. McMahon.co, that's also another website of mine. So my websites show up on Bing. They also are displayed on Yahoo search. Right here, McMahonIP.com, that's what we were talking about. McMahon.co. So those are the search results. My websites also show up on DuckDuckGo. So this is proof that Google is censoring my websites, McMahon, because my websites show up on a Bing search, they show up on a Yahoo internet search, and they show up on a DuckDuckGo internet search. The only place that my websites are censored is on Google. And censorship is intentional. That means Google is intentionally censoring my websites because I'm an independent individual. And that is proof. Censorship isn't an accident. Censorship is intentional. When they don't like my services or my websites, or there's something that they don't like about me, then they intentionally change the spelling of my last name. Watch this. So I showed you the search results here, and that Google is censoring my family name, McMahon, spelled McMan. So let's take a look here. Now let's bring up a new browser, and let's type in my family name one more time. Enter. Aha! Did you mean McMahon? No, I didn't mean McMahon. See, McMahon is not McMahon. So this is Google censoring McMahon for McMahon. Intentionally. We didn't type in McMahon. We typed in McMahon, McMan. And again, the search results are slightly different, but there is one thing in common. My websites do not show up under McMahon under a Google search. Done. The only difference is they have now added, did you mean McMahon? Spelled McMahon? No, we didn't mean that. Okay, now we're gonna go over to, so that's proof. Google is displaying different results for McMahon as McMahon under different browsers. So if you do a Google search under a different browser, under a different computer, or under a different IP address in a different location, Google will then give you different results every single time. So Google is not to be relied upon for any type of information search anymore because it's unreliable, because Google intentionally tampers with the results. We didn't type in McMahon, did we? Let's see if any of the other search engines on the same browser will do the same thing. Let's go over to Bing.com. Let's type in McMahon. Notice what it doesn't say. So I am here, McMahon, as a consultant in general services. So I am here, my business. But notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say, did you mean McMahon? It doesn't say that at all, does it? It's not listed there because they are not the same. Google is an intentional censorship mechanism. And what do you know? Here comes McMahon'sInc.com. That's me. Here comes McMahon.biz. That's me. And McMahon.co. That's also another website of mine. So I have now 3 websites that are near the top of Bing. So my websites are displayed on Bing, and Bing recognizes that we didn't type in McMahon, that we typed in my family name, McMahon. Notice there is no did you mean. Let's type in another one, Yahoo. McMahon. These search results are similar. McMahon'sInc.com. That is me again. McMahon.biz. McMahon.law. McMahon.co. This is me right here. And McMahonIP.com. So my websites are found on Yahoo, as well as Bing, Yahoo, and DuckDuckGo. Google has totally intentionally censored my websites from being displayed on Google search result, and this is the proof. And notice, it doesn't say, did you mean McMahon? It doesn't say that under a Yahoo search, does it? It's not listed. But it says it under Google, under this search, under the Safari browser. But when we pull up the search results on FireFox, it doesn't say, did you mean anymore? So already you're seeing different results from the Google search, displays different results from different search browsers, from different computers, from different IP addresses. So Google is not a reliable source for internet search anymore. Done. There's your proof. Doesn't say, did you mean, does it? So that's the whole thing. Google gives different results for different IP addresses, different web browsers, and different locations or different devices. So Google gives different results. So Google is not a standardized result anymore. So Google search is now effectively useless for trying to find anything because it gives different results for different people. And here's your proof. So under Firefox, it no longer says, did you mean? On Safari, it now says, did you mean McMahon? No, I didn't. Thanks for proving the censorship, Google. Thanks for proving your censorship of my family name. So I showed you some of my websites are listed on Bing, some of my websites are listed on Yahoo, and we could pull up a DuckDuckGo, just McMahon. McMahon.biz is actually the second result here. So my .biz is page ranking very well over at DuckDuckGo. McMahon.co. So you can see that I own some of these results on a DuckDuckGo search. I also own McMahon IP. McMahon IP is coming in here for McMahon IP. And the search results are a little bit different, but they're still pretty much the same. And you can also see that it says, did you mean Matt McMahon CEO? Right here. Matt McMahon. But it doesn't say, did you mean, and then it doesn't recommend something here. Like McMahon. So that's the proof. Different search results for different web browsers with different IP addresses in different locations. So Google is not an authentic or an honest search engine that's here to provide you with information anymore. Now Google is a filter for censorship. And this is the proof that Google censors McMahon, spelled McMan, my family name. Thank you very much for watching. This August 15th at 3:29 p.m.